Okay, making a video. You know Alex never watches them. Whatever. Please watch them. I put so much effort into this. It takes like 10 minutes of my time where I could be doing so many other things. Okay. Electric Daydreams. Part 3. Doesn't, lowercase, no hyphen. Okay. So, a lot of tempo changes. Tempo should be written in your book. So, when we finally get to it, it's going to be at 148. And, just starts out with me playing some lame mute stuff. And finally, when it picks up, I would say like 26 is easy enough, just fours and stuff. But then 27, there's an interesting rhythm there, so don't get caught by it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It looks like it shouldn't be on 2, that second right hand, but just watch out for that. Like write down that that's the 2 if you need to. It would probably make it a lot easier. And there's one rhythm that we play over and over again in this one, which is, it's like a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So we play that a bunch, so just kind of keep that in your mind. There's parts in between, but the way it's written is that, like, I just play the end of 1, but after that, like, Jake, Alex, and Noah, you guys just kind of play 4s instead of the ands. So, like, Jake would be like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. So, it's really not too hard. We have 30-second notes. Remember to mark those with the 1 and, because that's your homework that I gave you last night. And then we have one of those like double stop buzzes. Yeah, that's what the little mustache means, just so you guys know. So moving on to 32. It's pretty much the exact same until measure 39. So at measure 39, it's another one of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So again, write that one down. It really catches you off guard if you're not prepared for it. And then measure 40 is just an easy unison pattern. And then finally, we are now back to 41, which is bringing back that and rhythm that I told you guys to make a note of back in measure 28. So remember to do that. It's just the ands across. And then we have the same exact run that we do after 28. So measure 29 and measure 43 are the exact same, followed by the mustache thing. Then we have some rim clickies, easy enough. Then some easy splits. Really, everything's easy. Now for Jake, I guess, me and Jake, measure 52, that's the same rhythm that we play in the first movement right before G. So it's it looks different, but it's the dun, 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 dun. So just keep that in mind. Everything else is pretty easy, I would say. It's not too difficult. So and the part I'm talking about right now is going to be measure 55 to the end. It's just some 8th note stuff. I know that looks really weird, but that's just because the way he wrote it, it's so that it has my part on every quarter note. So it looks weird, but if you just write it out, it should be fine. Like, it looks like it's something more than 8th notes, but it's not. So just know that. At measure 63, we have some weird unison patterns all the way to the end. So, I mean, it's easy enough. It's, just, again, one of those things that'll catch you off guard. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Alright, so that's easy enough. And if you finally, 62, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divert your attention to measure 66. It should be the last measure before the ending beat. That is definitely a weird, like the rhythm looks weird. You could probably read it, but spacing is definitely going to be a big issue in the triplet, because that's like 1, 2. See, I can't even play it. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So the that left hand 16th note before it, the spaces between those are going to be tighter, but we're just going to want to keep that uniform, which is definitely wrong. So sit down and make sure you got your spacing on that. Really, this piece is, I mean, it's super easy. There's nothing to it. So just practice it. Please practice it. Make sure you can play through it twice. And, you know, the first person to comment below, maybe I'll, like, buy you a donut or something. So, comment. Alright, cool. Bye.